Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, full disclosure, I'm an atheist, but I grew up a Catholic, and so I have a cousin who's a nun who's like a big deal in the Catholic Church, and so even though I'm an atheist, the Catholic Church still has some interest for me, although I don't buy any of their bullshit. And before Pope John Paul III retired, he announced that two previous popes, John the 23rd and Pius IX, had achieved beatification. This is the stage just before canonization, which is becoming a saint. Now, John the 23rd was a pretty cool guy. He convened the Second Vatican Council, in which the Latin Mass was changed to the languages that are in use today so that the congregations could feel more involved in the Mass. He also declared that non-Catholics could go to heaven if they were good people, which seems like pretty reasonable, but it was a big change. And he reached out to other religions and tried to create unity among the world's religions. Pius IX was a bit of a different story. He was Pope when the Church's power was in decline. What had once been the Papal States under the control of the papacy, during his reign, they were taken away from him, and they became the country of Italy under secular leadership, although Italy remained a Catholic country. He even lost the city of Rome, and the Pope's empire became the tiny enclave of Vatican City. Now, this did not sit well with Pius IX. It really pissed him off. He declared the country of Italy was invalid and illegitimate, and he excommunicated Italy's elected leaders. He declared that it was a sin for the people to vote in Italy's elections. He also sent out an encyclical stating that freedom of the press and freedom of religion were antithetical to Catholic values, that everybody had to be a Catholic. Pius IX was also notoriously anti-Semitic, and when he was in control of the Papal States, he had Jews rounded up and forced into ghettos. And he had Jewish businesses closed down because they were competing with Christian businesses or Catholic businesses. He had people who opposed him thrown into prison and had them beheaded by the guillotine. He also ordered the kidnapping of a young Jewish boy. The boy had been secretly baptized by a Catholic girl who worked for the kid's family. When word got out that he had been baptized, it didn't matter that the baptism had been secret and that his parents had had no knowledge and did not consent to it. According to the law, the kid was automatically a Christian, and he was not allowed to live with his family. In fact, he wound up living with Pius IX, who became, I guess, kind of his father. When the child grew up, he wrote an autobiography, which was never published. But last year, Catholic conservatives discovered the manuscript. So what they did was they changed it to make it seem like this kid was happy with what happened to him, that the story was all sweetness and light and goodness. It was not. But lying is certainly not a new thing for conservatives, Catholic or not. In fact, it's standard operating procedure. And Pius IX is a hero to many conservative Catholics, despite his obviously immoral and barbarous behavior. And momentum is building for him to be canonized as a saint. But if this piece of shit can become a saint, in the long run, it would seriously undermine the moral authority of the Catholic Church. Thanks for listening.